considered admirable. But this is history. Some parts are bound to naturally delve into unpleasant territory whether I like it or not. Witch hunts, for example, became common near the end of her life. Looks burn, witch burns. Which would have been completely unremarkable and might have gone to become a mere footnote in history if I did not involve Lady Charlotte and the very slave she saved. Oh! Oh! Now I get it. She bought a slave. Maybe? I'm not sure. It caused quite a stir. Enough to leave almost a week's worth of clippings. The girl was eventually burned, condemned by an entire town. You haven't played it? Oh, so you were watching another YouTuber. Ooh, nice. And then you found me? Cool. Awesome. Well, I'm happy to be uploading videos faster than the other YouTuber. At the word of Lady Charlotte alone. But this does not really have anything to do with this curse, does it? Is the other YouTuber popular? Unless that woman following us and the slave are the same person. A tale of revenge? How cliché. However, with the lack of accurate photographs, it's impossible to tell. Maybe if I squint, the illustration will start resembling her. But in my field, it doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. I'd be the laughing stock of community.
This isn't going anywhere.
Well, I must say, looking at this girl, she has black hair, kind of the same dress as the ghost lady. Maybe. Not sure. Mentally exhausted, I take a careful step away from the screen, pressing a palm to my tired eyes. The lack of ample light in this area doesn't help. A headache already threatens to form at the back of my head, yet I'm nowhere near figuring the things out. This is simply too much to take in all at once.
I should have asked for someone's help.
Yep. Now I'm at a dead end. I'm at a dead end. I started gathering everything around me and placing them back in their respective envelope for storage. Emotions no longer new after volunteering here a number of times. I did not make much mess anyway, considering the lack of materials available to begin with. I'd have to look somewhere else. The where remains unknown though. But just as I'm about to slip the last of the slides in, something catches my attention. Oh! My hand passes the microfiche halfway through its protective sleeve. This is one of the few I've set aside without taking a careful look at. One second. One second, guys. I'll be right back.
Could swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came in. I could swear that this room has been running out of air, and now it's starting to spin. You make me feel kind of bad, kind of good, kind of everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kind of wrong, kind of right, kind of anything, and I would change it if I could.
Alright, I'm back, sorry. Alright. Oh shit, I need to read the... Sorry about that. My brother needed help. Let's read the log. This is one of... Without taking a look, it seems like a gossip column first. Oh, there we go. So I was here. This is one of the few I've set aside without taking a careful look at. It seems like a gossip column at first glance, but upon closer look, I slide it back to the reader, gently turning the dials in search of the page. It takes some time, but once the image becomes clear, Ermengarde heir announced betrothal. How do you pronounce that? Betrothal? Not sure. I'm gonna have to look at that. Anyway. They must have had this drawing commissioned for this announcement. So he's not a popular YouTuber, but he has good following. Nice. I don't doubt it. The details are far more intricate. The likeness slightly closer to how they might have appeared at the time. They're both recognizable this way, closer to those paintings I've seen in the mansion. However, it's the man standing beside her, Edward Godfrey, according to the article, that caught my attention previously. Ooh. Her first cousin and eventually her fiancé. Ugh. Maybe it's a posture, the manner in which he holds himself, or maybe it's the shape of his eyes, though I can't be too certain about that until I've gotten a better reference. Nevertheless, there is a resemblance. So you take a summer course, Melody? Are you in high school or college? Maybe university? It looks eerily like... My head snaps up, glowering at whoever's running in the floor above. Any day, I'd march upstairs and reprimand whoever it is.
This is a library, for heaven's sake.
For heaven's sake! Silence! But now is not the time. I've gotten what I need. Without wasting another minute, I hit the machine's print button for a copy of the page, while my other hand moves to put everything back into storage. A ragged exhale slips from me. Relief perhaps, or maybe this is already exhaustion? Regardless, soon, I'm closing my eyes as I wait for the printer to finish, if only to stave off a headache building up from everything. I don't like that. Sometime I've even begun humming the same song again for comfort. Despite my doubts about this, despite all the tension in my shoulders, this may be a small find, but at least I can start somewhere. Can start somewhere. We? Oh, she means Ashton and Isabella. There's a way out of this. I know it. The printer sputters to a halt. However, its sound is not what makes me snap my eyes open. Nope. 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 A feeling, a chilly brush of air behind my back. Brief enough for something sickening to suddenly lodge itself in my throat while I take in my surroundings. It's that suffocating sensation again, creeping to every part of me, crawling under my skin, draining me little by little of any strength. From that day in the mansion, from that brief moment at the school, without delay, I grab the papers and make a quick beeline for the door. What the hell are you doing on the roof? My whole body freezes.
What are you doing, Miss Pink?
I hold my breath, not daring to make any noise. For a little while, only the sound of papers crumbling under my grasp fills the room. the excitement from earlier gone instantly, replaced by a cold, seeping dread spreading throughout my limbs. But more than the fear is the anger. It pains me to hear her using my own student's voice against me. Oh, that was Kylie's voice, and more than once I believed it was really her. She has no right.
Why don't you play with me?
Although she has not made a move. If there's not a war behind me, I'd probably take a step back. Anything to put a distance between us, no matter how small, as long as I'm out of her reach. Need to know that when they see a ghost, they should never be alone. Yep. For some reason, they always split up. They always go alone, and they always fuck up somehow. It always happens like that. But I steel myself, because if I do fall back, turn away from her, I'll be left with no way out. I am not dying here.
You think you scare me?
Yeah!
Miss Pink, don't be so rude.
I'm not afraid of you, you spook. This is one Scotswoman. You aren't getting into an early grave without
shit.
a fight.
Yeah, you tell her, Rebecca.
Come at me.
Yeah, come at me, B. I expected challenge prove to me what a monster she is. Instead, all she gives me is a smile twisted and gnaw. It's as if time has crawled to a stop at the side of it. A split-second decision. Oh, she's smiling. That's super creepy. And before I know it, my body shifts. Eyes closing in anticipation and grabbing whatever's solid enough on the nearby table and hurling it at her. I don't bother looking if whatever I threw it's marked, but I think she got the ghost. I run as fast as my legs can carry me, despite my heart threatening to burst out of my chest. But in this maze of bookshelves, with the whole place almost void of people, is there even a place safe enough I can escape to? Oh crap! I feel like heading for the door is kind of a trap though. But at the same time, if we head upstairs, oh, save. That's a good idea. Yeah, sure. Very smart thinking there. I'm thinking heading upstairs, but maybe upstairs has no way out. But we could hide. Let's go upstairs. There are people upstairs, aren't there? Oh, there's people also. Good. The weekend staff or some volunteer. There should be. Even if it's Sunday and I'm only here on a special permit, there should be at least one other person manning this place. I heard them a while ago. Of course, I could not possibly tell them about this. They won't believe me in the same manner we did not buy Isabella's stories until it's too late. But I can easily come up with excuses. But now, what's important is I don't end up trapped and alone with her.
Safety in numbers, as they say.
There's no hesitation in my steps as I race upstairs, ears straining for any signs of sound of the woman appearing, jumping at me again at any second. I can still hear her behind me, the grinding of bones, her whispers as she keeps calling me back. Although it's at a distance, I don't slow my pace. Library rules be damned. Because no matter how much I pretend to be brave, the level-headed one, or the tough one, this terrifies me. This scares me more than anything. This is not how I plan to die. But when I get to the third floor, oh no! Only silence welcomes me and an emptiness that stretches out far too wide, spanning the entirety of the floor for it to be reassuring